Good morning, students. Welcome to Good Samaritan School online classes. In the last class, we discussed about salt, especially common salt, and the common salt, how this common salt is used as a raw material for manufacturing or preparing various different types of materials that we are using in our day-to-day life. And one of the example we have learned yesterday, sodium hydroxide, how it is manufactured and how it is prepared by using chlor-alkali process, right. Not only sodium hydroxide is formed, we got three different products: sodium hydroxide, chlorine gas and hydrogen gas. And also we learned the uses of these three different product which is formed from chlor-alkali process. Okay, today we are going to learn on bleaching powder, right. Bleaching powder, especially yesterday the electrolysis process of a brine solution, that sodium chloride water, when we pass electricity in that, we got three different products: sodium hydroxide, hydrogen gas and chlorine gas. By using this chlorine gas itself, this chlorine gas is used in the manufacture of bleaching powder. So, what is bleaching powder? Bleaching powder has a common name or a chemical name. Bleaching powder itself is a common name. Okay, they have a chemical name. The name of that is calcium oxychloride. In other word, calcium hypochlorite. Okay, you can write any of these two names. Okay, both are same: calcium oxychloride or calcium hypochlorite. Now we are going to see how this is getting prepared. On passing chlorine gas on a dry slacked lime. Slacked lime is calcium hydroxide. Okay, this is slacked lime. In other word, calcium hydroxide. On passing chlorine on slacked lime, we are going to get calcium oxychloride plus water molecule. Okay, this is how the bleaching powder is prepared, and the chemical formula of a bleaching powder is CaOCl2. This is what calcium oxychloride, in other word calcium hypochlorite. Okay, let's see what are the important thing which is given on your book, and if it is important, please underline that in your book. Bleaching powder is represented as calcium oxychloride, though the actual composition is quite complex, right, but really it is really complex. That is why it is given in a simple equation, right. Now we are going to see how and what are the some uses of bleaching powder. Bleaching powders are used as one of the very important bleaching agent for bleaching cotton and linen in textile industries, for bleaching wood pulp in paper factories, and for bleaching washed clothes in laundry. It is one of the very important oxidizing agent in many chemical industries and also used for disinfecting drinking waters. That is why chlorine tablets are used in the swimming pools to clean the water. Okay. So, they won't change the water regularly, but instead of that they put some chlorine tablets so that the water will always remain clean, and also it kills most of the germs. Okay. Next topic is baking soda. As we all know that baking soda is one of the commonly used in kitchens for making tasty crispy pakoras. Normally we are using that. I want you to underline this, because using this line, soda commonly used in kitchen for making tasty crispy pakoras, this is one of the important question comes in 2019 board paper. This question itself, okay, it came in a 2-mark question. Okay, sometimes it is added for fast cooking. So once baking soda is added, sometimes it is added for making the cooking too little faster. Okay, the chemical name of this compound baking soda is sodium hydrogen carbonate. That is why it is written as NaHCO3, sodium hydrogen carbonate. In other words, it can be written as, so it can be read as sodium bicarbonate. Okay, so two names are given for baking soda. Okay, let's see how this is prepared. Okay, how sodium hydrogen carbonate or sodium bicarbonate is prepared. This is an interesting chemical equation. If you can understand or write like this, so it will be easy for you to understand in your keep it in your mind. So what is that thing is, by passing, okay, keep this word, passing carbon dioxide in ammonical brine solution, what we will get? We will get sodium hydrogen carbonate. What we should do? We should pass carbon dioxide in ammonical brine solution. We all know what is brine solution. Brine solution means sodium chloride plus water. This is what brine solution. That means putting a salt in a water. Ammonical brine solution means just add ammonia, NH3. So this is brine solution. So if I combine these, so it is ammonical brine solution. Understand? So when we pass carbon dioxide, okay, we should pass carbon dioxide in ammonical brine solution. Okay, we are going to get the main product is sodium hydrogen carbonate, NaHCO3. This is the main product. And what is the name of this? This is sodium hydrogen carbonate. And also we are going to get one more product, that is ammonium chloride. Okay, ammonium chloride. Okay, this is not important for us, but we are preparing only sodium hydrogen carbonate. So this is very important. So, but when you are writing chemical equation in board, you should write the complete equation. So what we are doing? We are taking complete ammonical brine solution and passing carbon dioxide into it. We are going to get sodium hydrogen carbonate, that is baking soda. That is what given in your book. You can look at it. This is NaCl H2O, that is a brine solution, and NH3 when we add along with that. So NH3 NaCl H2O is ammonical brine solution. By passing carbon dioxide into this solution, we are going to get ammonium chloride plus sodium hydrogen carbonate. Clear? So for making us easy, so I have written like this. There is nothing wrong. You can write any way, just front or back, whatever it is, but you can write like this also. Clear? And also one more thing. Did you check the pH of sodium hydrogen carbonate? Remember in the last before the video, that means maybe on 6th or 5th video, we have learned that sodium hydrogen carbonate we have tested with, yes, in the pH of sodium hydrogen carbonate. Yes, pH of sodium hydrogen carbonate is a basic in nature. Okay, that's what is given here. It is a mild non-corrosive base. That is why once you got a bee sting or anything hurts you, that means immediately you can take some baking soda, put it on that place and add some water and rub that. So immediately it will neutralize the acid. Okay, so what happens? The following reaction takes place when it is heated during cooking. Okay, what is the reaction takes place when it is heated? Let's see that also. When we heat sodium hydrogen carbonate, Okay, we are going to get washing soda Na2CO3. This is another important question, important H2O plus CO2. So when we heat sodium hydrogen carbonate, we are going to get sodium carbonate. Sodium hydrogen carbonate, we know that it is baking soda, but when we heat baking soda, we are going to get washing soda. What is the name of washing soda? It is sodium carbonate. Okay, that need to be balanced. So one sodium here, 2 sodium, so we just put 2 here and everything will get balanced, right? So here in this topic, what we learned, baking soda, the formula is NaHCO3, that is sodium hydrogen carbonate. It can be we can say that sodium bicarbonate also. By passing carbon dioxide in ammoniacal brine solution, we are going to get sodium hydrogen carbonate, that is sodium chloride plus H2O plus NH3, that is ammoniacal brine solution. By passing carbon dioxide in the solution, we are going to get sodium hydrogen carbonate. Okay, and sodium hydrogen carbonate is basic in nature. While heating this sodium hydrogen carbonate, we are going to get sodium carbonate, right? Let's see what are the uses of this sodium hydrogen carbonate. There are lots of uses. One of the main uses is it is used for making baking powder. There is a lot of difference between baking soda and baking powder. Baking soda is only NaHCO3. That means sodium hydrogen carbonate is baking soda. Then what is baking powder? Why, when we add acid into it, acid means NaH plus. When we add an acid into it, we are going to get baking soda, sorry, baking powder, NaHCO3 only, but they have a little amount of acidic in nature. Okay, let's see how this reaction takes place. Okay, first we'll read that, then we'll write the chemical equation. For making baking powder, which is a mixture of baking soda and a mild edible acid here. Why we have to add a mild acid in that? Let's do one example here so that you can understand it. For example, NaHCO3, that is sodium hydrogen carbonate, when any acids are going to be added along with that, as we know that in the starting of the topic, when metal hydrogen carbonate react with an acid, it gives salt, right, plus water plus carbon dioxide. I want you to recap what we learned in the previous topic. Okay, so when we add an acid into baking soda, immediately we are going to get a salt, any salt, and this salt contain because sodium is a metal, and this going to get any salt of sodium. So we can write as salt of sodium, and then a water and a carbon dioxide. And this mainly we are not going to add a strong acid here. We will be adding a mild acid. In other words, mild means mild, it means that very light, or in other word you can take any organic acid. In other word, we can take tartaric acid. Tartaric acid is also a mild acid present in tamarind. Okay, so that acid also can be used to use for making this baking powder. That means when we mix this tartaric acid with sodium hydrogen carbonate, baking powder, baking soda, it is going to convert into baking powder, right? And also it is used as an ingredient in antacid, because we know that in antacid, being alkaline, it neutralizes the excess acid in a stomach and provides relief. And also it is used as soda acid fire extinguisher. In soda acid fire extinguishers also, you know that in an extinguisher, and the top layer we have a little acid, and bottom we have powders of sodium hydrogen carbonate. So when we press on the top, the acid will mix with the sodium hydrogen carbonate and release lots of carbon dioxide. So that is actually soda acid fire extinguishers. So there also this baking this sodium hydrogen carbonate is used. Clear? Okay. Let's see how this is works, how this reaction works, because this is one of the very important topic, can be asked in a different way also, like a question like this, like here, how a carbon dioxide produced during the reaction causes bread or a cake to rise, making them soft and spongy. So how it makes this? It is makes because during cooking, when baking powder is heated, sodium hydrogen carbonate react with tartaric acid like this. Both react with tartaric acid. That is, sodium hydrogen carbonate react with tartaric acid in the presence of water, so that the carbon dioxide gas is liberated. So carbon dioxide is coming out. The bubbles of carbon dioxide leave small holes in stuff of cakes, bread and pastries. Thus, carbon dioxide causes bread and cake to raise. Okay, little, and this makes them light and fluffy. That is why if you buy a bread or a cake or something, when you cut them and you see lots of holes in that, it is because the reaction which takes place between the sodium hydrogen carbonate, that is baking soda, and that is the reason we add some baking powder on making the cake. Okay, why we are adding baking powder? Because to make the cake soft and spongy. You all understand, student, now? Right. So this is the topic for us, today's topic. So today what we learned on bleaching powder, how bleaching powder is prepared, and what is the uses of bleaching powder, and how baking soda is prepared, and how and what happened when sodium hydrogen carbonate is heated, and how it can form a washing soda, and also uses of baking soda, right? So this is the topic we have learned today, and hope you all understand this. If you have a further doubt, you can ask me through the WhatsApp number, and complete all these thing in your copy. Write down the equation, by write yourself and look at it. If you write once, then only you can understand this equation. Otherwise, by just looking at the equation, you cannot understand anything. Okay, student, take care and have a blessed day. Thanks.